The title of this book is Still Life, and you think it's about a painting, right? A quiet, peaceful scene. It's not. It's about a person whose life has been so perfectly preserved, so stuck in place for decades, that they would rather commit murder twice than be forced to change. This isn't just a story about who killed Jane Neal. It's about the terrifying stillness that can rot a human soul from the inside out. Still Life by Louise Penny is the book that started it all, introducing us to the world of Three Pines and the unforgettable Chief Inspector Gamache. And if you think this is just another cozy village mystery, you are in for a ride. Penny doesn't just write whodunits, she writes whydunits. She uses a murder investigation as a scalpel to dissect the anatomy of a community and the human condition itself. Today, we're not just going to solve a crime, we're going to explore the psychology of a killer who isn't a monster, but something far more chilling. A man who simply refuses to grow up.
So, our story begins in the idyllic village of Three Pines, where beloved schoolteacher Jane Neal is found dead, an arrow through her heart. Gamache arrives and is immediately struck by the paradox of this place. It's so beautiful, so peaceful, yet now it holds a violent secret. The initial investigation points towards a hunting accident, but Gamache's instincts tell him something is off. Now, let's talk about the title, A Still Life. While everyone is focused on Jane's painting, Penny is showing us that Three Pines is full of people living their own kind of still lives. Ruth Zardo is frozen in her bitterness. The artist Peter Morrow is stuck in a cycle of insecurity and professional jealousy. But the true still life of this story is Ben Hadley. Ben is presented as the kind, gentle, slightly tragic best friend. He's a man in his late 40s who has lived his entire life in the shadow of his wealthy, domineering mother, Timur. He paints this picture of himself as a victim, a man-child trapped by his mother's emotional manipulation. And everyone buys it. He's poor Ben. But Gamache, being Gamache, looks deeper. He listens. He notices the little inconsistencies.
The first major crime in this book isn't Jane's murder. It's Ben's. Just weeks before, his mother Timur dies of cancer. Everyone assumes it's natural. It wasn't. We learn that Timur, tired of Ben's parasitic lifestyle, was about to change her will. She wasn't going to cut him off, but she was going to force him to finally get a job, to live. To Ben, this was a death sentence. His entire identity was built on being the kept man, the perpetual son. So, he gives her a fatal dose of morphine and makes it look like the cancer finally took her. He preserves his still life. He thinks he's gotten away with it. And he would have, if not for Jane Neal's art. Jane, in an act of pure, innocent creation, paints a picture of the county fair parade, which took place the day Timur died. She paints a tribute to her friend, filling it with all the people who mattered in Timur's life. And, without realizing the implications, she paints Ben in the crowd. She places him in Three Pines on the very day he had a perfect alibi for being hundreds of miles away.
When Ben sees the painting, he doesn't see a tribute. He sees an accusation. He sees his perfectly still world about to shatter. He panics. He murders Jane to stop her from showing the painting, then steals it, painstakingly removes his own face, and paints a stranger in his place. His attempt to control the narrative, to literally paint over the truth, is what ultimately exposes him. He couldn't stand being seen for who he truly was, not just a murderer, but a failure. In the end, Gamache uncovers the truth not through a dramatic shootout, but through quiet observation and a deep understanding of human nature. He realized the most damning clue in a painting meant to honor a woman's life was the person who was conspicuously missing. Ben Hadley wasn't a monster born of pure evil. He was a void. A man so terrified of living his own life that he'd destroy anyone who threatened his comfortable, stagnant existence.
still life is a powerful reminder that the most dangerous people aren't always the ones who are loud and violent. Sometimes, they're the ones who are perfectly, terrifyingly still.